Community Mindfulness is a weekly 20-minute videocast of guided mindfulness practice. I'm the volunteer leader, Andrea Marion, yoga and mindfulness teacher since 2004. I live and work in Burlington, Vermont. So how does community mindfulness work? Well, you sit quietly and do very little, actually. Follow the suggestions that I give or practice what feels comfortable to you. A focus on the breathing or notice thoughts and let them go. In this non-doing, a natural receptive capacity for awareness and joy arises, however subtle or small. We start to notice that it feels good to be in the present, connected to what's happening. With practice, it's like blowing on a small flame. Mindfulness in everyday living gets stronger and stronger, and we are lucky to have this capacity that builds and supports safety, freedom, peacefulness, and well-being for ourselves and others. There's a sweetness, joy, and beauty in the moment. So let's begin. So welcome to Community Mindfulness, and this week we are going to settle in and drop in and see what there is to see, hear, and feel. So close your eyes or cast your gaze down. It's just gently eliminating some of what you see helps you to focus. And be aware of your seat and how you are in your body as you start mindfulness. And this mindfulness is about dropping in and really feeling what is happening in the body. So the sit bones, of course, are holding us to the earth and through the chair or the sofa that we're sitting on. And then our spine holds us up and helps us reach toward the sky up through the top of the head. And those sensations of being grounded and then lifting up into openness, I invite you to first go to the groundedness, the wideness of the seat, the sense of gravity, and feel in your body that connection, connecting you to the chair, the sofa, and the earth. And as you inhale and exhale, notice if anything changes about that seat. Now, definitely your body changes as you inhale and exhale. Is there any change in the physical sensation at your seat? Just keeping the focus of your attention on that grounded feeling through your seat. And then begin to inhale from the base of your spine up toward the top of your head. And then as you exhale, just imagine that there's a fountain of air coming out of the very tippy top of your head. So you inhale and do this to the count of 5 if you can, or just a little bit longer than you normally would. Inhale up to the top of the head and exhale, just release the breath right through the top of the head. Inhale from the base of the spine. Exhale like there's a fountain through the top of the head. And just follow that path of the breath through your body. And at the bottom of the exhale, pause and see if you can feel the lightness and the openness above you that the air of your breath is going into. A nice slow breath, the count of 5 or somewhere around there for the inhale and the exhale. The base of the spine, up through the crown of the head. And if anything is tight along the way as your breath passes by your shoulders or your jaw or your forehead, and you feel some tension there, go ahead and let the breath massage it a little bit. And as you exhale, just release in those tense areas. Feeling as much in the body as you possibly can. Just coming right into this moment and noticing how bathing your body with breath brings an awareness that might not always be there. And there may be an awareness of some tightness or some ache. It could be in the knee or in the area of around the heart or in the shoulders, or like I said, in the jaw or the eyes or the forehead. This is your opportunity to just check in with all these places as your breath passes by them, and just bathe them with the nourishment and openness that is the breath. From the base of the spine on the inhale all the way up, and exhale out the crown of the head. Knowing that it's actually your breath that circulates your blood, your diaphragm, and the filling and emptying of the lungs is what pumps the heart. Unbelievable, but true, all tied to the inhale and the exhale. And as you breathe with such focus and concentration and understanding, you're understanding how that breath goes through your body. Each breath goes into your trillions of cells and does a little magic dance in there. There's a little skeleton inside each one of your cells that takes the nourishment and the calm of the breath and spreads it through the cell. Inhale from the base of the spine up, exhale through the crown of the head. Each cell of the body enlivened, nourished, calmed with every breath. What a way to spend this moment. feeling that breath pump through your body, up your spine, and out the crown of the head. Nice, slowing the breath down. All you're doing is breathing and being. And notice if there's any feeling or emotion associated with that. And of course, everything I say is a suggestion. If it doesn't feel right to be going through the spine and up into open spaciousness, then focus on the breath itself. Maybe there's a sound to it, there's a feeling to it. You can use the labels inhale and exhale if that helps. Now draw your attention just for a moment back to that groundedness to see if there's any change in the feeling around the seat. And then go back to the breath. And I'm going to count now for just 3 breaths. So if you want to do the 5 count with me, go ahead and take an inhale and an exhale. And we'll inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. And find the peace in the breath. Peacefulness of the breath. And now that your concentration is honed and you're used to keeping one piece of awareness in the front of your focus and you're observing, listen to any thought that's coming up in your mind. Hear in any story, chapter, verse. anything you hear that's in auditory space between your ears. It's like you're dropping in on a conversation with yourself. And your nervous system is nice and relaxed. Allowing you to hear a gentle conversation, a word, a thought. Welcome it and let it go, just like the breath was let go into the spaciousness above you. Any thought can disappear just like a bubble that bursts as it's floating through the air. Listen, listening, listener, hearer, hearing. Just to focus on auditory space, on what you might hear in your mind. And often when we pay attention to it, it just quiets down. If that's the case, enjoy rest. Or welcome any thought that drifts in, that drops in. Mindfulness is not necessarily having no thought. However, it's closer to having no attachment or nothing that sticks to the thought. You just let it in and then let it go. Acknowledging it, letting it be there. And then lastly, take a look at what is in front of your eyes and behind your eyelids. Whatever is there. You may see images or pictures. You may see the screen. Direct your attention to what you see with your eyes closed. Drop in on any images or patterns that are there at this time of the day. Images of the day or not. Images from long ago or looking forward or not. Just in a relaxed way, looking, seeing, pattern or image. Knowing that that's all you need to do at this moment. And bring your nervous system with you, with the breath. And maybe a sensation of calmness or relaxation beneath the surface of the skin. All of your awareness open and spacious and clear. Seeing, looking, and then gently return to the breath. Drop into that 5-count breath if you like. 5 counts on the inhale, 5 counts on the exhale. If you like the breath running up the spine and out, or up the spine and down the spine, go ahead and keep that. Sense with you, enlivening the body from the inside out, pumping, operating everything that is you. Every cell, every little piece of DNA gets the benefit of this inhale and this exhale, and therefore each one of them is changed. You're not fixed in time and space. Each cell is changed with the nourishment and care of the breath. Inhale to the count of 5 and exhale to the count of 5. Just a few more times. And then I'll count one breath for us all. Inhale and exhale, and then we'll finish our practice at the count of 5 on the exhale. So, getting ready to inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can open your eyes and begin to move. And thank you for joining us for mindfulness this week.